Your what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Lil Door, back again with another video. Today, y'all already know, man, a new episode of the Ball NBA show. Today, we're gonna be covering some of my hot takes from today's stream or this week's stream. We got the team of the week as always, and we got a 2021 early NBA redraft. So if any of that interests you guys, make sure you guys stick around, hit the like button, sub, comment, you know the vibes. Hey, listen, we at 61. Is it a reach to try to get to 65 by the next upload? Alright, I mean, we've been doing this weekly. Y'all see it. We're pulling consistent 20 views. I feel like a couple of y'all aren't subbed, you know? And that might just be me tripping, but we've been doing this weekly, man. So if you guys don't mind, if you're watching and not sub, you're kind of weird. Like consistently watching. If you just watch this one, cool. But if you've watched everyone up to this point and have it sub, you're kind of weird. Not gonna lie. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say, man. Let's get straight into the show, man. Roll the intro. Bow.
Money coming, I got hundreds on me. Keep them ops running. I just smoked up. You could keep it coming.
Okay, so look, this week on stream, we talked a lot about basketball, me and Phil. There was a lot of hot takes in the stream. A lot to talk about here. I didn't put no graphics together for this, because this is like, I don't know, like just watch it, you know. But this is how I'm feeling right now. And let me know what y'all think. My first hot take, the one I stand by, the one in the thumbnail. Personally, this season so far, Paul George has been the best player in the league. I mean, I think the only hole we've seen in like recent Paul George's game is I'm trying to pull his stats up. But the only flaw we've really seen from him is playmaking. And I think this year you really see a difference. He's averaging 27, 8, 5. You already know Paul George is a great defender. I'm not going to say elite because he hasn't been playing at an elite level probably the last 2-3 seasons. Probably since he was in OKC. But with that being said, man, I mean, you look at the team Paul George has around him. The fact that they're the 5th seed. I know Denver's got injuries, but like Portland, 7th seed. Memphis, 9. OKC, we in the plus. I didn't even know that. But I mean, it's like the Clippers are cool. They don't really got shit, and they got the same record as the Jazz. And that's to Paul George effect to me. I think the only player you could really argue, there's two, okay? And this is the question I have. Start, bench, cut. Paul George, Curry, and Giannis. For me, I'm starting Paul George, benching Curry, and cutting Giannis. All this we said on stream. I want to elaborate more on here, though. I just think Paul George really could do it all. He could be a lead ball handler and make the right play. Obviously, we know he could score any spot on the court. And he could guard your best player. I think defense is where he has the edge on Curry. Curry's by far a better offensive player. I think playmaking is closer than most people think. I'd give a slight edge to Curry, but you could make an argument Paul George is better. And yeah, I think Curry is offensive. I'm not going to argue Curry's offensive game, you know, but I think PG's defense shits on Curry's defense, and that's why I take him. And then cutting Giannis, I think Giannis is a hooper. And then we're going to also get into this top 10 list that I have. But Giannis obviously is a bucket. I've got him high on my list. So let's talk about this. And this is just this season. And this is the big point I want to make. I think Harden is not top 10 this season. And I know he's been hooping these past week and a half, but I just don't think it's enough from what I've seen from these players. Okay, let's just get into this. At 10 or 11, I've got Jimmy and Embiid, right? So I think Harden would be 12th. Jimmy and Embiid, I think Embiid struggled this year for sure, but Embiid is by far a better defender than Harden. And his offense just has been more consistent. I mean, Harden, they got his over-under at like 21. So it's like, that's not the Harden we all know and love. I think Jimmy's defense has been outshining Harden's offense this year, and then Jimmy's offense hasn't been bad either. So I think those guys would be my 10 and 11. Number 9, I wouldn't expect this player to be here before the season started. I got Ja Morant. Ja Morant's been balling this year. It's really the Ja show in Memphis. It's not a lot's going on other than Ja Morant. At number 8, I got LeBron. LeBron, when he's active, when he's on the court, has been hooping. He's looking like a shooter this year. I want to put him higher, but injuries are really fucking him. 7, I got Luka. Luka's been cool this year. He's struggling shooting the ball. He struggled to shoot the ball last year, but I think Luka just. I think for me personally, I think Luka was better than Harden 2 years ago. No, Luka is better than Harden last year. Um, so I don't think after this point anything's arguable. At number 6, or arguable compared to Harden. At number 6, I got Anthony Davis, who has been inconsistent this year. I can't lie, but again, his defense is just so much better than Harden's defense, and his offense is right there with Harden's this season, right? And I'm not talking about. We all know what Harden's done all time: MVP, conference finals. I gave him away from the finals, whatever. We're talking about this year. Harden is the 12th best player. At 5, I got KD, which a lot of people think he's the best player in the league. I disagree. I think KD is a great player. He's been on a lot of Team of the Weeks, but I think I'd still take KD at 5. I got Jokic at 4. He's been an animal this year, dogging everyone. Once that team's healthy, they're going to be different. And then 3, 2, 1 is my start bench cut. Giannis, Curry, Paul George is the best player in the league, man. Simple as that. That's the main point I wanted to make in this video. I'm not gonna edit shit over this. I want y'all to just see me talk about it. Yeah. Let's go to the next segment. Let's talk about this redraft. Roll the graphic. I haven't posted this on Twitter yet because it's nighttime, but I assume every person's gonna be mad except Evan Mobley fans. Let's just break it down, right? Let's talk about the players who aren't on there. Jericho Sims and Ayo Dosunmu, whatever, are second round picks. That they legit could have made it. Like, I wouldn't have been mad if someone has some of these guys on there. I don't have Booknet on there. He has barely played. I've seen the last couple games. His minutes are going up slowly, but he just hasn't played enough for me to have like a big opinion on him. And then Zaire Williams, I know he's a project, but he was a top 10 pick, and he isn't picked here. So I just thought I'd point him out. We got Mobley to the Pistons. Okay, so let me explain this. This is probably the first thing I should explain. With this redraft, like, the team matters, right? I'm not going to send, like, a player to a team with, like, a bunch of guards or a bunch of bigs or whatever. Like, I tried to consider fit a bit. So, like, for example, right, like, Mobley to the Pistons, Jimmy Grant and Mobley would be a dominant, that would be cool. That's obvious. I think Mobley is the obvious first pick no matter the team right now. But Scotty Barnes also has a case for it, so I guess it's not obvious. Scotty Barnes to Houston, I think it makes sense. He could play the 3 there, be like OG Anunoby, who he's teammates with, defensive guy, ball handler for them. They'd have a lot of, like, that would be interesting with KPGA being a taller point guard, Scotty Barnes being able to handle the ball, playing the same position as Christian Wood, whatever. I think that would be interesting. At 3, I got Chris Duarte going to the Cavs. I think the Cavs would love a player like what Jalen Green is. Or what Jalen Green was supposed to be. I think Chris Duarte is already. Or what, not supposed to be. I think what Jalen Green is going to be down the line in the season. But I'm just kind of going off what we see now. Chris Duarte on the Cavs, a little bucket for them. That would be interesting. I got Giddey going to the Raptors. I like the Giddey Van Vliet pairing. I think Giddey could be a playmaker while Van Vliet is a bucket. Um, I like Giddey Raptors fit. Not gonna lie. Obviously, they got Scotty Barnes, so they're not complaining. I want to apologize to Magic fans. I said Franz Wagner's already a bust. He's looking like a beast, man. I got him 5th going back to Orlando. Jalen Green at 6. I think at SGA, Jalen Green backcourt would be interesting. Jalen Green could be the bucket getter in the backcourt, and Shea could play make, kind of like what I was explaining with Giddey and Van Vliet. At 7, we got Şengün's the Warriors. They kind of need a center right now with Wiseman being out. I think Şengün's been the best, or he's the best big available right now with the pick, so that's why I had him go to the Warriors. At 8, I got Kuminga going to the Magic. They don't decide to go for a guard here because Cole Anthony's breaking out this year. They got RJ Hampton as well, and then Fultz is coming back. So I think stacking their wing positions would make a lot of sense with Franz Wagner and Jonathan Kuminga. At 9, I got Cade going to the Kings. Usually I wouldn't take point guards, whatever. I personally am on the side that Cade is more of a small forward that can pass, but he's not like an elite passer. But also in real life, the Kings took Davion Mitchell. So I think like a point guard makes sense for them there because they did it in real life. At 10, I got Davion Mitchell. I put Grizzlies/Pelicans there because I don't know if the Pelicans trade up. I mean, the Grizzlies trade up if their guy isn't there. But I think either way, both teams could use a Davion Mitchell, especially the Pelicans because they need a point guard right now. At 11, call it Thunder bias. I got JRE to the Hornets, Jeremiah Robinson Earl. And here's why, right? Like, I truly believe he's not the best player at this position, but I think he's the most exciting to put with Melo. He has a PJ Washington type of mold. So you got Melo, and then you got rim runners like, what's his name? Why am I tripping? Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, Kelly Oubre, and JRE. I think he would be an interesting fit on the Hornets. At 12, I got Jalen Suggs going to the Spurs. Jalen Suggs just really seems like a Spurs player. Like, I know they got DeJounte, but he just has that Spurs vibe, and that's why I like him there. I think Chris Duarte also has that. 13, Bones Highland to the Pacers. I think the Pacers would just go best available because every position on their team is stacked, and Bones Highland is the best available. And then 14, I got Cam Thomas. Call me a casual for having him this high, but I think he would fit with the Warriors better than any of the guys that I missed on this. But let me know like what you think after I kind of explained what goes into this. I'm really curious what you guys think. Yo, now we got the team of the week. Man, no sponsor today. I want to start doing my bet of the day, but Underdog ain't paying me, so I ain't got shit to say. Let's go. Team of the week. Roll the graphic. First up, we got Trae Young, man. He had 42, 8, and 10. He really pissed me off because he kicked off a bunch of like cool players. We could have Schroeder's 38, Tyrese Maxey at 32, but we got Trae Young. Fuck Trae Young. Don't ever come to Dykeman. We got LaMelo at shooting guard after he had 12 points, 17 assists, 9 rebounds, and 5 steals. Just absolutely stuffed the stat sheet. At small forward, we got Luka Doncic. He had a 32-point triple-double, 32, 12, and 15. At power forward, we got Tobias Harris. Nothing really to say about Tobias Harris. He has the most like average career arc in NBA history. Like, he's just always been good, you know? He had 32 and 11. And then last but not least, Jokic damn near had a 20-20-10 game. He's been on a fucking mission. Underrated defender. Yo, put Jokic on the fucking all-defensive first team. Fuck it. You already know what's going on, man. It's Lil Dort. We signing off. Peace.